Okay, 9 honors kids. This is Unit 2, Lesson 5. Okay, the title of the lesson is Quadratic and Rational Inequalities and Interval Notation. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be giving you these inequalities, these quadratic inequalities, okay, and we're going to be solving them. So here we go. Find and graph the solution set of x squared minus x minus 2 is greater than 0. So we want this to be greater than 0. We factor. So one way we can think of this is we can think to ourselves, how could this product be greater than 0? There's two cases. Case 1, both factors are positive, right? Individually. And then case 2 is both factors are negative individually. Okay, so if they're both positive, x minus 2 would be greater than 0. Okay, we're looking for the intersection, and x plus 1 is greater than 0. So where do these intersect? So x is greater than 2, and this is the symbol for and, which means an intersection. And x is greater than negative 1. So where do these overlap? They overlap when x is greater than 2. So this answer is x is greater than 2. Okay? Now, if both factors are negative, we have x minus 2 is less than 0, and x plus 1 is less than 0. So we'd have x is less than 2, and x is less than negative 1. So the intersection of this would be x is less than negative 1. Okay, which is this graph here. So either one of these is a solution, so then the answer, the final answer, would just be these two graphed together. So it'd be x is less than 1, that's just an arrow, and x is greater than 2. Strictly less, strictly greater. Okay, the arrows just mean they go on forever. Now, interval notation, that would be negative infinity to negative 1, not included. And, well, actually, this is or now, because both of these are solutions. Okay, or from 2 to infinity. Okay, remember, to infinity and beyond. You can never reach infinity. That's why it's not included. Okay, this is called interval notation. Okay. Let's take a look at another problem. Find and graph. Okay. I'm going to do the same problem but a different way. The solution set of, same problem as the last one. Okay, so some people prefer to use number lines here. X minus 2, x plus 1, greater than 0. So what they'll do is they'll make a number line for x minus 2. They'll make a number line for x plus 1. And they'll just make a sign chart. This is like what they do in calculus, okay? So I go to 2, open circle, okay? When I go to the right of 2, so if I substitute a number larger than 2, I get positives, left, negatives. Okay, 2, we get 0. So now I'm going to go to negative 1. If I go to the left of negative 1, I get negatives. At 1, I get 0. To the right, I get positives. So these would be, this would be positive, right? Okay, where these are both negative and where these are both positive. So that's another way that you can see, okay, this is a problem where you have negative 1 shading to the left, positive 2, open circle, shading to the right. Some people prefer this strategy. Okay, let's use this strategy in the next problem. Find and graph the solution set of 4 minus 3x minus x squared less than 0. Okay, so I'm going to factor this. 4 plus x, 1 minus x. So if I do the line method that I did above here on this page, what I would do is I would make a chart for 4 plus x. I would make a chart for 1 minus x. Okay, so if I go to negative 4 here, open circle. If I go to the left of 4, right, a number smaller, I would have negatives. If I go to the right of 4, I would have positive numbers. The second one would be 1, would be the point of interest. And then if I go to the left of 1, I get positive numbers. Yep, because subtracting a negative makes it larger. But if I go to the right of 1, then I get negatives. So I want this answer to be negative, right? So I need to see where this would be negative. So you can see that this would be negative where these are both negative, right? I mean, where these have opposite signs, silly me. So that would be there and here. So your actual answer would be x is less than negative 4 or x is greater than 1. Okay, kids. So your other way of doing it is to do it the way you did in the first problem, to think about when they're both negative. So that's up to you. Right. In interval notation, this solution set would be from negative infinity to negative 4, not included, or, okay, so this is the symbol for or, which means it could be either or, 1 to infinity, 1 not included. Let's take a look at another example. 4x cubed greater than or equal to 4x squared plus 24x. Bring everything to the left. So we have 4x cubed minus 4x squared minus 24x. greater than or equal to 0. Factor this. First I could take out a 4x, and then I'm left with x squared minus x minus 6. Factor this. So I'm going to make 4 number lines here. The fourth one will be the answer. 1, 2, 3 for each factor. Okay, so 3 is the point of interest in the second one. 4x, 0 is the point of interest, and -2 is the point of interest here. Number 1 is greater than or equal to, so these would all be filled in, because any one of these would make it equal to 0. For the first one, 4x, okay, if I take a number left of 0 and substitute it into 4x, I get a negative. Right, I get a positive. X minus 3, if I take a number to the left of 3, I get a negative. To the right of 3, I get a positive. X plus 2, so if I take a number to the left of -2, I get a negative. To the right, I get a positive. So this would be greater than 0. Okay, this problem would be greater than 0, where you have a product that's positive. Okay, so if all 3 are negative, that's going to be negative, because an odd number of negatives is negative. If 2 of them, okay, so if 2 of them are negative and 1 is positive, so from here to here, see that? That's going to be positive. Okay, then to the right of 0 and to the left of 3, you could see that's going to be negative, because we have 1 negative, which is an odd number. And then to the right of 3, we're going to be positive again. So this is positive, this is positive. Okay, so that means our answer is from -2 to 0 included, and then from 3 to infinity, 3 included. Okay, so what does this look like? This is going to be a bracket, -2 to 0, or 3 to infinity. Brackets means that they're included. How about something like this? Example 4. What about a rational expression like this? Okay, number 1, x cannot be 1. Keep that in mind, right? So 1 is the point where this is split up. Can't be 1. If I go to the left of 1, I get negatives. To the right of 1, positives. So I'm looking for this to be strictly greater than 0. So the answer would just be to the right of 1 to infinity. Okay? So that is 1, infinity. Let's take a look at the next example. All right, I lost track. What are we on? We did 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I thought. Oh no. We did, okay, 1, 2, yep, 3, 4. So we're on number 5. K over k plus 6 is less than 0. Okay, k cannot equal -6. Okay, we're going to make a chart for k and a chart for k plus 6. When we make a chart for k, keep in mind, whichever chart you're making, k cannot be -6. Okay, at any rate, for k, When you're to the right of k, those are positive. To the left of k, negative, except for -6. K plus 6, when you're to the left of -6, negative. When you're to the right of -6, okay, positive. And we know that 0 is not included here. So remember, we're looking for this to be negative. So where would this be negative? Where one is positive and the other is negative. So it would be in this vicinity here. So that is from -6 to 0, not including -6 and not including 0. Okay, so this is your answer. That would make it negative. Okay, these sign charts are actually quite good preparation for AP Calc. You'll understand that one day. Okay, when I have you in AP Calc. So we have p squared plus 3p minus 28 over p minus 2 is less than 0. P cannot equal -2, no matter what, okay? So I factor this into p plus 7, right? P minus 4. Hold on, that looks like a hot mess. Somehow my pen got messed up. P plus 7, P minus 4 over P minus 2. Okay, so we're going to have 4 number lines, 3 for a scrap work, P plus 7, P minus 4, P minus 2. Okay, so -7 is the point of interest in the first one. The second one, 4 is the point of interest. The third one, 2 is the point of interest. And we know on all of these that P cannot be -2. So just keep that in mind, okay? So for the first one, oh, this should have been P cannot equal 2. I just realized that. My bad. Thought I had my eraser here. Weird. Okay. So for all these, we know that no matter what, put this in the final answer. We can't have 2. So when I go to the left of -7, P plus 7 is negative. To the right, it's positive. So for the next one, we have P minus 4. So to the left of 4, it's negative. P minus 4 is negative. And to the right of 4, the expression would be positive. Okay, for P minus 2, to the left of 2, it's negative. To the right of 2, okay, it's positive. So we want this answer to be negative. Okay, so this is going to be negative where we have an odd number of negatives. Okay, so you can see we have an odd number of negatives to the left of -7 here, right? Over here. We have an odd number of negatives. Then we have an odd number of negatives to the right of 2, but to the left of 4. That's an odd number of negatives. Okay, and then it's positive to the right of that. Okay, so what does this graph look like? Well, to the left of -7, we have all those values. Would work. Okay, and by the way, you can always take values and substitute in. And then between 2 and 4 would work, not including 2 and 4, because those, well, 2 would be undefined, and 4 would be 0. Okay, so this is what our solution looks like. So we have -infinity to -7. Okay, or 2 to 4, not including the endpoints. So that would be the interval notation. All right, guys, that concludes lesson 5.